2016 Volvo XC90. Complaint was blower motor does not work. Right now it's working. I already figured out what's wrong with it. It had a very strange problem. So let me start from the beginning, what I did and how I got to my conclusion, and what ended up being the remediation of it. So let's go from the beginning. So when the car came in to us, problem was the blower motor would not work. Right now it's working because it's in default mode right now. But when car was running, let me start it up. Okay. So this is the climate control screen. I'm all the way to max, right? Fan speed stays the same. But prior to me plugging the old module back in, fan was completely dead, was not working. When car came to us, fan would at times would come on and off at low speed, the way you can hear the fan. That was the speed, but we were not able to control it. We were not able to do anything with it. So during the complaint, another complaint was while driving, fan would just stop running. And what we were able to replicate, that while the car is running, yes, fan would stay at one whatever speed that is. And then when you turn off the car, sometimes when fan would just keep running, and then it would finally shut off. So we scanned the car for the code with the old module in it, and the only code that car had, this Volvo had, was let me go in the history and I'll show you what it was. Okay, so this is the history of the codes. That's under CCM, climate control module. We had just LIN bus 17 general fault. That's all. And that's when I installed the used control unit. Or actually, let me back up. When car first came in, that's when we scanned it, and this is the code we were getting. So I checked the LIN bus signal. It was flatline 12 volt. Nothing was happening. Checked the CAN communication. Nothing was, I had good communication with CAN, but with the LIN bus it was just flat 12 volt battery voltage. So I had good CAN communication but no LIN communication. So I started looking into information. All data does not have too much information about this, so does pro demand. So I sent a request and they sent me the request for more information. Volvo does not have much information, so this is the reason I'm making the video. Two things you're gonna find in the video: good CAN signal and good LIN bus. And the third thing would be what's involved in this system in the climate control. So a couple of things are involved. It's got a dual control climate control. One is in the rear right here. It's in the back right there, and then obviously the front one, right? And then this is where the sensor lives for the cabin sensor, the interior temperature sensor. So when your climate control is the automatic mode, it senses the temperature inside the cabin and adjusts the temperature accordingly. In any case, so the LIN. So I couldn't find the information, like I said. So I had to send a request. Got the request, Volvo OEM request. So reading through the function description, what I found was CCM climate control module is a LIN master, and then CCM regulates obviously it's the control module that regulates the blower motor and blower motor speed and stuff. Now, what's involved in LIN bus? There's mirrors there, seats there, rain light sensor there, and the blower motor. These are the pin numbers. Pin 28 is a LIN bus. It's a white wire. 25, 26 is violet and green and all that stuff. Right now I have old module plugged in, and this is the exact thing what it was doing when the car came in. So I'm retracing my steps and making a video of it. So let's start with that. So let me show you what it's doing right now with the old module and why we condemned the module was bad. Okay, as you can see, no matter where I'm at, max, low, 3, 2, off, you can hear the motor running, but nothing is happening. So it's completely ignoring the call. So I'm on the control unit CCM. So let's okay, it goes into that. Let's go ECU information. Okay, as you can see, it says serial number 000. That's first dead giveaway. Something's wrong with the module. Let's go back and let's go into trouble codes. Read codes failed, right? It's the second giveaway. Alright, so we go into live data, and as you can see, everything is NA except for this. Everything's NA. Okay, let's go back and let's go under special function. Hit OK. Pick any, right? So let's just pick calibrated damper motors. It's gonna fail on me. Okay, start calibration. The selector function is not supported at the moment. Why is it not supported? Because control unit is bad. So right now back control unit is obviously connected. So let's look at our CAN signal and our LIN bus signal. By the way, the reason I took this out because I was trying to gain access to the white wire, which is the LIN bus wire, and it goes through right there, right after the red wire. That's the LIN bus wire. But you know, I took it out. I just wanted to see. I was unplugging each of the LIN node, see which one is dropping the signal. But you know, whichever was accessible, I tried disconnecting. I disconnected the seats, mirrors, and this center switch console, and again, nothing was happening. So yeah, so that's why this was out. So let's go by our scope and see what we see. Okay, so here we go. This is our CAN low. So I'm connected with the CAN low. It's a B connector designation B. This is A, B, and C. So B has the LIN bus and a CAN bus wire. Connector A has power and ground. I checked it already. It's good. So right now I'm connected on a CAN low, and the second wire, LIN bus that goes to the motor, one of the wires that goes to the motor, so I'm connected to that. So my yellow channel is LIN bus, and you can see it's stuck at 13 volts. There's no communication going on. And then we have normal CAN voltage on CAN low. So let me pause that. Come on, snap on. Okay, so looking at cursor 1, right? Green channel starts off 2.4, and yeah, it starts off at 2.4. And let's look at cursor number 2. Well, you know what, let me do this. Just trying to get the, let's read how low it goes. And cursor number 2, you can see it goes down to 1.4 volts. So that's normal on CAN low. Let's tap into the CAN high. And as you can tell, we have good CAN high as well. Let's pause that. Okay, let's read our voltages. Again, our LIN bus stuck at 13 volts, right? So it goes up to 3.5 and starts out with 2.3, around 2.4, 2.5, right? 2.3. So that's normal once again. So we have good communication except for the LIN bus, and again, you don't have control. But I kid you not, this has just started happening. Prior to that, we had nothing. absolutely no fan turning, nothing. So we order a control unit for it. Everything's working. What we have power, we have ground, we have good communication. So we order the control unit. Got the control unit right here. So let's plug it in and see if we have good control on that. Once again, it's already been diagnosed, it's already fixed. I'm just making a video of it. So let me tell you what I did. So this is the LIN bus, right? After connecting with our new module, new/used module, we still had our LIN bus was stuck at 13 volts. So what I did, it was giving me, as I showed you guys the code, fault code, it was a general LIN bus code. Let me go back to the codes again, I will show you. So this was the code we were getting, 130901, LIN bus 17 general fault. That's all what it was saying. Once again, there's no description of the, there's no diagnostic flow chart how to follow this. So, having a little bit of a communication understanding of it. So what I did, I started unplugging once again whichever accessible nodes were in the LIN bus. I was disconnecting that, see which one is not allowing it to communicate. Disconnected that, nothing happened. Disconnect the motor, nothing happened. Disconnected passenger and driver seat, nothing happened. So what I did then, we ordered a control unit. We wanted to gain our communication. We wanted to get into the control unit, see what's going on with it. So we ordered a control unit. So let me plug it in, and then show you what I did to fix the LIN bus issue. Okay, so the control unit plugged in, new one, and as you can see, our yellow channel has activity. That's our LIN bus. And let me pause that, and so we can have voltages as our reference or for our future diagnosis. So anyway, so cursor 1 goes down to almost 1 volt, and that's our battery voltage, right? So let's unpause this, and this is what we get in communication. So before we started to have activity, when I plugged this in, I was able to get all the normal communication, everything, but we couldn't control fan, and fan was not working at all because our general fault was not being erased. So what I did is I hooked up my test light, and I went by LIN bus, and pretty much I short my LIN bus to the ground with the, of course, with the test light, not just that short. So when I did that, my 12 volt went down to 0. As soon as I took my light out, that's where I regained my communication. So let me show you what exactly what I did. So that's a LIN bus wire right there, the white one, and let's show you guys what I did to wake up this whole thing. Of course, now I'm losing all my connections. Let me connect my, okay, so working late at night, actually, lack of light. All right, so test light connected to the ground, and I'm gonna touch this LIN bus right here, and you'll see my voltage going down, and you can see it's down, right? Now it's went back up. That's how I woke up the signal. And after that, doing that, I had good communication. I was able to erase the codes, able to adjust the speed. So I'll show you. Let's go by the car. Let's go on the driver's seat and start it up. Okay, you can already tell fan is stopped, right? You can see where my fingers, fan is not rolling. Let's and you can see now fan is turning, right? You can hear it, and let's turn it to full speed. It's gonna be loud, but let's see. Okay, See, now we have everything, and we have good communication as well too. Let me turn that off and suck the paper up. Okay, so back to CCM. Oh, sorry. Let's go to CCM and trouble codes. We may have codes. I don't know. I think we will. Yep. So all these codes right there. So let's erase all codes. Yes. So go back into control unit again. Trouble codes. There you go. I'm telling you, we could not erase the general LIN bus fault with the old control unit, and then suddenly control unit just stopped working and the fan stopped working. But as you can see, we did that. So how did I get my information? Let me show you. It's very important to get OEM information. A lot of readings involved too. So you gotta read. You gotta read, and you gotta understand how the system laid out. So let's go by the laptop. Okay, this is 2016 Volvo XC90. This is the information I got. I requested. So I got that, 84 pages, right? And we're only interested in climate control. So this is our C connector, and these are our blend door motors and all that good stuff. In any case, so LIN bus, CAN bus right here, and then it gives you the signal type and all that stuff. So good information. And other information that I was looking for, I wanted to know who's the master of this LIN bus. Is that the gateway module or it's the CCM? Sure enough, it's CCM, and that's where it's located at. Good information. Once again, this is power and ground, 3-pin connector, and that's a B connector, and that's a A connector. In any case, so again, good information. So let's go here. I'm just going towards the description of it, right? Climate control, CCM. So what does it say? Climate control is a CAN domain slave, sure, and then underneath it, CCM is a LIN master. So once I found that out, I'm like, okay, so we've got to start off from CCM and onwards. And when I condemn the module is bad, we replace the module. Our general LIN bus code was latched on, and I couldn't clear the codes till I again brought the signal down with the test light. That's where I started to gain communication, and the fan started to work. As you can see, I started back up again, and let me just turn it off before. And going off right there. All right, so yeah, it was a pretty good case study. It took me a couple of days to gain the information, gain all the information that I could, and then test out my theory and stuff like that. So I'm just retracing my steps and trying to make a video of it again, like for future diagnosis, or someone else is looking for the XC90 stuff. All right, this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.